R160 M train picking up the slack for the Q train on the 2nd Avenue leg of the Q train run. So because of signal upgrade, certain legs of the Q train track has to be turned over to work trains instead of transportation train. And because of that, the Q train is only running in Brooklyn. So its Manhattan leg has to be picked up by the NR. And here on the 2nd Avenue section, M train. So the Q isn't running in Brooklyn, and the M is not running in Queens. It's running from 96 to Metropolitan Avenue in Brooklyn, Bushwick.
No, my question is to you, when is the next train to 96? I know what I can do.
Gonna pick up this M train going to the end of the 2nd Avenue track, which is 96, and give you another minute or two. So most of the R160 are on the M line is made by also originally designed by Bombardier. Also there is a Kawasaki variant. Looks the same. But somehow the original Bombardier seem a little bit more solid on the track. You can catch those on the Q train. And the original new technology train, the R142 from Bombardier, you can catch on the 2 and 5 line. You will catch variants of that R.
Transfer to the M86, the light bus service.
You can catch variants made by Kawasaki of that R142 on the 7 line, but riding the ones that are on the 2 and 5 line, you will get a more solid ride, my opinion anyway. And if you don't believe that, though the R179s are new, and when you have a new piece of machinery, the joints are more solid and still have that force fit feeling, that feeling of manufactured quality. So, and I'm pointing out the R142 because that's the R100 is the original new technology train, but you'll find none of those because of carriage problems. So those had let's say made into fish food, fish reef. Yeah, those are no longer in service. There is no example that I have seen that remain of the R100. But the R142 Bombardier original 2 and 5 train feels like a more solid train to me. And the R170 has a different sound. I don't know, maybe it's a new sound, but you got to listen to that train pull out of the station and pull into the station. My qualm with that train is that it looks the same. You can go all the way back to 1970 or 1968 or wherever, and the shape is the same. You look at European trains, and you look at Canadian trains, which are Bombardier manufactured trains, and we don't have those glass emphasized, see where you're pulling into train, but they do, and that's what the R211, which I don't know if the MTA is going to build, was supposed to cover. It's this beautiful thing that you can see where you're arriving to. We're here. The driver leaving the train, breaking the doors down. All the doors are closed in that respect, and it's done in the winter time to conserve heat, and it's done in the summertime to conserve air conditioning. The crazy thing about it is that air conditioning is still being run here in October 13th to be exact. We're still using air conditioning. New York City. Winters are coming late. There was a story in the newspaper today, and that the MTA doesn't have too much funds at its disposal, or maybe even losing money. But then there was an argument earlier in the week that the MTA had subsidized a ski lodge up in the mountains because the winter was too warm. I just thought that was really interesting. You know, on the one hand, the MTA doesn't have the money to say I'm showing a real profit here. I don't think they're in the red, but I don't think they're in the margin of profit that they should be, according to the newspaper. I do not work for the MTA. I just love trains. Been loving trains since they were steam trains. No, I wasn't born in the 1800s when steam originally entered the line. But I was born in a place where the appreciation of such a transportation as the train was truly appreciated. As you see, there is a car space missing there, and that's how the M train run. But if it was the Q train, all of that would be filled up. You see, yeah. Brooklyn bound M train from 92nd 2nd Avenue Q train station.
This is the last stop on this train. Everyone, please leave the train. Thank you for riding with SBA New York City traffic.
And when we say new technology because the operator has lifted the train and you have the conductor who's busting the doors down from the middle of the train, from that cab car.
The southbound AM Mon train. The next stop is 86th Street.
So if you get a chance, make sure if you're visiting New York, to visit the 2nd Avenue Q train section of the New York City subway system, if for no other reason to see the station and its brilliant glass and steel construction. I just read that the station at Fulton Street Center, cost $1 billion to build. It's a beautiful, wonderful new train station that'll be there for, and that's a part of